Hello everyone, welcome to the stream, starting a little earlier than originally planned. Misread the date on the stream, S-M-E-H. Yes, we are getting started a little earlier than planned. Hello there, welcome. I haven't done any practice yet, so I want to get out, do some laps while we have time. We have 16 minutes of practice session remaining. But welcome, Zav Kiki, here as always. Even with us starting early, here for the start. Yes, and well, it doesn't have much choice in whether it wants to work or not. This is the only stream I've scheduled at the moment. A little bit deep there on pit exit. But, yes, 60 minutes of Laguna Seca GT3s. I have ideas for what will be the streams for 2024, but I'm not confirmed on the first one, so... yes, I do have. Handy enough. There's Fantex on the billboard there in the background. Yes, but I picked up a CSL DD when they released. I got one on pre-order, so I received it start of February last year, and by last year I mean 2022. Should specify right this change of year time. So I've had this wheel just shy of 2 years now. There are photos of my setup on Amy's server. Yeah, and the Fantex have become more appealing more recently as their prices have dropped. And of course now there's the Club Sport DD, which is I'm very tempted by. But it's quite expensive, so, and for the level of force I'd probably need to upgrade from a coffee table for a wheel stand. But yes, we'll get some laps in, see how our tire pressures sit, get a fuel number. I should just check the track conditions. Track is a bit cold at 19 degrees. Track is only fast as well, so still to rubber in a bit. Does feel a bit slidey. Tires are a bit under pressured at the moment. By about whole PSI, let's just say. In this race, we have one mandatory pit stop. with both mandatory refueling and a tire change. So gonna be sort of a sprint race of two halves. Car does like stepping out at the moment, probably partly due to the lower grip of the track, cold, and how cold it is with the under pressure tires. Yeah, this is the McLaren 720S Evo. First time I've actually raced the Evo. I've raced the original 720S quite a bit, especially in my early days of playing ACC. Big slide there. Yes, there is the original 720S quite a bit in my early days of ACC, and then sort of stepped away from it to try some different cars, especially as I raced with different people for endurance races. And now I'm sort of coming back to McLaren, giving the new car a go. As I did pay for it. No, I think this car was free. It was the Porsche, Ferrari, and Lambo. If I remember correctly, they were part of the DLC. This car came for free just after, like a few weeks after that DLC, the Challenger DLC, or was it the 2023 pack? Can't remember off the top of my head. Deeper into the final corner. Got to remember to practice a pit entry as well. Quite a bit difficult this track. It's a very tight pit lane on the inside of the final corner. It's not just about can you get down to the pit speed in time, it's also can you make the tight left-hander without hitting the wall. So we'll give it a couple more laps. And then pit just so we have a few minutes to check our fuel and pressures and get prepared for qualifying. We have a 15-minute qualifying session. And no multi-class this time, so we get all 15 minutes to ourselves. This is quite a short lap. It is shortest lap time in the ACC game. Just narrowly beating out Brands Hatch. So traffic could be a little bit of an issue, but the grid isn't too full today. It is New Year's Eve. Deep into the final corner again. Wide to date will. No, we've got a pit entry to practice, so we'll go round one more time. We're on for a good lap there, by half a second up. As the track is continuing to improve and get faster. Still fast though. Hasn't reached optimum just yet. Oh, that's not nice. I left change tires on. Oopsies. Yeah, that's not nice. Tight pit entry, and we've got one of the first pit boxes in the pit lane. Yeah, we'll have to remember that for the race. It may cost us a little bit of time. By a little bit, I mean like a second. We still got it in the box. The car didn't have to be readjusted on the jacks. That half a second would have put us P4 that we were on for a lap there. Yeah, that's very good. Only 1 kilo of bop for the McLaren, which is interesting. 40 kilos for the Lambo, 30 for the old Porsche, 8 for the Ferrari. And a couple of cars getting relieved of some weight. Our fuel was sort of 2.2. So I want to put 0.9 in the front tires and 1.1 in the rears. So 2.2. Go for 5 laps. That'd be 12 litres. There is a community called LFM, Low Fuel Motorsports. Same community I did the Seca Corsa race on in, was it now, yesterday's video. They've created a whole BOP. It's a unique BOP for every track. For all the cars to try and get them as balanced as possible, sort of make up for where the game falls a little short. And they've partnered with SimGrid to allow all SimGrid, or for SimGrids with a certain number of boosts on the platform. I won't get into explaining how all that works, but SimGrid hosts with enough boosts get to use the BOP, or you can also get the BOP by supporting LFM directly by becoming a patron of theirs. No one is going out, so we will go out ourselves. Track is same conditions as practice. So everyone seems nice and spread out, which is quite unusual for a qualifying session. Though with how many people are still in pit lane, I wouldn't be surprised to see some people leaving the pits as people are starting laps. There's a rush out of pit lane now. It looks like quite a few people have had the same idea of let's just wait till later, and now they've all gone out once. And people still feel the need to back up, which is... Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I didn't know people were blind. We'll go for a couple of laps just to get a banker down, even with the damage. Maybe I'll just pit now. Only 4 seconds of damage, which is a bit of a surprise for the hit that was. I'll try and get into that gap between the 51 and the 47. Tire pressures seemed like they were going to be alright. So I'll have to get going now if we want to try and fit that gap. One guy out ahead of 47, which is looking a little close. There goes the 51. There's the pit limiter line. We've fit the gap quite nicely, but we're going to have to get up to speed very quickly. Welcome, Martin. Good to see you. We're just in the middle of qualifying. Car feels good. Just need to be a little cleaner with the lap, especially in the final sector. It's not been a great start to this lap. So yeah, gaining a bit of time there in the final sector. There's got more cars coming out of the pits. Put ourselves P3 so far. Let's see if we can tidy this first sector up. Good lap, lost a little bit of time in the final corner, about 4/10 up. I'll press P2 for now. Hot into the corkscrew. Pushing it a little too hard tonight. Right, we're out of fuel, so get back to the garage. We'll take a bit of fuel out when we need 3 laps, which is about 7 litres. Tire pressures looked all good, maybe one more click in the rear. And we'll get back out. Track is now optimum, we've dropped to P3. Just 3.5 tenths behind the provisional pole time at the moment. We'll probably come out behind the 291 coming down the main straight now. We'll get time for 2 timed laps. Yeah, corkscrew can be difficult. With the elevation, it can make the car, makes it easy to unsettle the car, lose the rear end. And also when you're learning the track, it's a blind corner, so you know, you literally can't see the second apex until you're practically on top of it. So it makes it a difficult track to learn, but you know, once you know it, you figure it out, but yeah, it's a difficult learning experience. Right, as we're starting the first of our final 2 laps. Drop to P5 for now. Morning, Cowbell. You join us towards the end of qualifying here. As we're starting our final lap in qualifying. A little deep into the first corner. Heading that anti-cut isn't going to help. Just over the curb there. Pushing just a little bit too hard to try and find last bit of time. If we look at our sectors, about 10th in the first sector there. Yeah, shame we couldn't have completed that sort of our final lap of our second stint, thanks to someone's outlap antics. Yeah, we had 10th and a little bit in there. It would have got us 1 position up to 6th, but not too much. Pole time's been pushed quite far ahead, nearly half a second ahead of the field. Now, I need to bring up my file explorer because I need to delete some files to make sure there is room for the stream, since I am recording it, in case it is interesting. I don't want to use anything. Okay, we have 3 minutes. Race is starting a little bit later, so it's a little bit warmer, which is nice. Yeah, I will delete that video files. That should give me enough space. Right, so race prep. We're using 2.2. It's sort of between somewhere between 2.15, 2.2 fuel, depending how much we're pushing. We'll be safe. We'll go for 2.2. So 6-minute race. Divide that by the. Oh, let's see. What were the times? Let's say 122s. So 122 is 82 seconds. No, I need to do that, divide by the 82. So 43 laps. Now, because there's a mandatory pit stop, we won't be going over that. It'll be 43, not 44. Oh, sorry, it should be 44. There won't be time for the 45th lap. So 44 times 2.2, 96.8. Full formation lap, which is another 2.2, is 99 litres. We could probably take 1 litre out for that we won't use. But that means that make sure we set this right. We'll put 50 there's in to start off with. We'll fill up 48. That'll give us 98 litres over the course of the race. Track is a little bit warmer, up to 21 degrees C now instead of the 19-20 it was in practice and quali. It is optimum for the start, which is nice. And yes, we sit here now, waiting for the start. Before we do start, I hope you're all keeping well. Hope you're all staying hydrated. I'll take a little drink before we start. And hope you've all been having good days up until now. It's good to see you all. Martin, Cowbell for joining in since the start. Back out of this menu, click drive in time. So starting P7, of course, tight, narrow track. All the runoff is sand, gravel. There's no tarmac runoff, which can make this make it difficult to pass. Does mean it's quite likely, for instance, especially on the start. So being up the field is quite useful. Having the inside is also nice. Well, can be nice. We'll see how the start goes. It really can go either way, depending where the crashes are. As you just warm up our tires with the brakes. I meant to actually save the qualifying replay, but built late now. Well, brakes starting to get a little toasted, so we'll just weave a little bit, try and get a little more heat into the surface of temperatures. Core temp's looking good, but you can see the top and bottom edges of the tire icons in the bottom right going a little bit blue. That means the surfaces are just a little cold. Make sure don't get too far out of our spot that the game teleports us to. We get into double file. Short lap means a short formation lap too, which is quite nice. Just get brakes back up to temperature, try and help those tires are starting to cool down now. Ready for the start here. Decent start. There's someone.
Car on the left. Clear wide. All clear. Clear on the left.
Yeah, that's a bit. I want to see what caused that, because that was quite the mess. Oh yeah, that's 9 seconds, quite a bit of damage. But we're in P6 now. Porsche missing the corkscrew.
Car on the right.
See if we can take a position off them around the outside.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Slot in front over the final corner. Just show a defense as some people are getting very brave into T1. I think that's stupidly brave, and sure enough, cars go spinning. So up to P5, as I mentioned, tight track, could be messy, and it sure has been, which is a bit disappointing to be honest, but luckily we've not been too much of the victim. So we can settle into this race a bit now. A little bit wide from the Aston in front through the final corner. Seem to have more pace than them, so hopefully can pile on the pressure. It'll be difficult to make a move, as I've mentioned, but maybe we can find an opportunity through a slight mistake. Aston does seem to be a bit early on the brakes through this top end of the circuit. Car doesn't feel too bad with the damage, so with that I'm just gonna turn it off. It seems like it's all bodywork damage, which is good. Bit deep into the first corner there. Yeah, suspension damage is a lot more costly than bodywork in terms of lap time. Nearly losing the car on that anti-cut. Have to focus down Laguna. Another tray of it being tight is it's unforgiving. Small mistakes are quite costly, as we already have a car in pit lane. Not too much of a surprise. Also have to mention lap traffic will certainly become prominent in this race. But we're putting in a good lap so far.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Half a second up on our previous personal best. Gaining a couple of tenths on the car in front.
Yellow flag again. Watch out in front.
Lapped car has had an issue. Thankfully doesn't get too in the way. Aston's wide. Aston's lost it.
Clear on the right.
That's going to be another free spot. Leaves us in a bit of clear air for now. But you can see how this track can just bite at you for the smallest of mistakes. No, I don't think it's the same Aston or same Honda as we had issues with in qualifying. Do the same ourselves. Yeah, if we won't be chasing down the cars in front, we can't be making mistakes like that.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Losing nearly a second from that. Cars in front running low 22s, which is a few tenths quicker than our personal best so far. So it looks like it's going to be difficult to chase them down, but you never know what can happen. Seems pretty close for between second and third. If they start battling, they could cost themselves time. deep into the corkscrew. Looks like we've had a couple of cars RTG, I think. We're matching the times of the cars ahead that lap. But the Porsche in front seems to be being held up by the Lamborghini. So we might have a chance to beat the Lamborghini later in the race. But when the Porsche gets freer, it seems like they'll be able to unleash a bit more pace than the Lambo is showing currently. Using all of the track there. Starting to find a little bit more pace. So it looks like the Porsche is going for a move for second up in front. Looks like they've got the move done. It's cost them quite a bit of time. We've gained 2 seconds on the Lambo that lap. Maybe the Lambo made a mistake which presented the opportunity for the Porsche. Either way, they've swapped positions. And it's allowed us to close up a bit. That was close. And all that time we just gained, I've pretty much thrown away in one corner. At least we kept it out of the wall. Little tap as we lap the McLaren there. Corkscrew isn't most ideal place to be making a move like that. And I've done it again. Oh crap. Just put a wheel over the edge of the curb on the gravel under braking, instantly lost the rear end. Gotta be careful on the rear tires, we've just slightly overheated them for the moment. It's gonna be difficult to make positions back around here. We'll give it our best shot though. Very wide from the McLaren ahead. Through the final corner. Yeah, that lost us by 20 seconds. Very costly mistake.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Nip down the inside, force McLaren through a tight line. Can't take advantage though.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
McLaren gives us the space.
Be careful there.
Doesn't fight it too hard. Someone else is spun here. That's one of the positions we lost back. Gets us back up into the top 10. Let's see if we can go chasing some of the cars ahead. We know we've got pace for the 22s. It's about making sure we don't make same mistakes again, or any mistake for that matter.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
That car there having an issue, facing the wrong way. Running about a second, a lot faster than the car in front.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. Slow car ahead.
Another lapped car finding themselves off the track. Car in front dives to pit lane. So now we're chasing a Porsche. Four-second gap.
Yellow flag accepted.
Seems like there's Biven-ish. Seems like car's head getting held up a bit by a lapped car. So we're nearly matching our personal best. Gains us over 1.5 seconds on the cars in front. Way too deep in from the Lambo into the corkscrew. Lets us by very easily then. Still a bit of time this lap though, just from Biv per driving. Looks like the Fry though is struggling for pace and is subsequently holding the Porsche up. Gained about a second on them that lap.
Slow car ahead. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Very much on the back for this Porsche now. Pushes out wide, gives us a run. We'll look to the inside.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
We'll get the move done relatively easily. Now it's on to the Ferrari. Ferrari dives to pit lane.
Clear on the left.
So important laps now.
Pits, good job.
Try and get the overcut done on the Ferrari. Should be able to do it easily with the pace that we have. As the car gets stop go for speeding in pit lane. Completely messing up my line through the corkscrew. We've got 2 more laps of fuel remaining.
Gaining on the car ahead, sector 2.
I think that's a quirk with this car. When you get the low fuel warning, you can't actually see your fuel number on the dash anymore because it's blocked by the warning. One more lap. We are closing in on the car ahead by about a second a lap.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Deep into turn 1. I can see quite a few people taking their mandatory stop this lap. There's the halfway mark. I'm surprised I didn't take a warning there. Messy corkscrew. Fry goes round again. Perfectly in the box. turn the ignition back on. Take this opportunity for a drink. Make sure you're staying hydrated wherever you're watching from. So we wait to stop complete. Remember, taking on new tires, so the car balance may change ever so slightly. Wait for the car to drop. There it goes. Turn the engine back on.
Let's go. Go, go.
The 860 is a lapped car, so we'll be coming out in relatively clean air. And if we're quick, we can maybe undercut that Ferrari we were chasing down before we came in. Iced coffee. I've never had iced coffee. I've had iced tea, which is I'd find really nice, but not a coffee drinker myself. Should get past the Lambo here.
Clear on the right.
No one's coming out of pit lane. So we know we've got at least one car to pit, maybe two. I think it is just that one car, so let's see if we can start chasing down the cars in front. Couple of cars in the pit lane. We beat them both out. So that puts us P7 right where we started. But we know there's still a couple of positions in our potential.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
So we have about 9 seconds to find on the cars in front. Over 24.5 minutes. So we'll really need to get back down into those low 22s we were doing earlier. Aston looks like it's made another mistake at that right-hander. Lost a bit of time. Getting held up by the lapped car. In the slipstream. Should get through here.
On the right.
Just noticed we're now up to P6. I don't know where we got the position from.
Yellow flag accepted.
But we'll take it. Good run through that left-hander. I don't even know how to describe that move, but we're in front now. We showed our nose into the corkscrew, we were given a bit of space. Got better exit, got down the inside for the long left-hander. Best part of all, it only cost us a couple of tenths in comparison to the car in front that we're chasing down for position. So we've got 7 seconds to catch in 21 minutes. Let's see if we can do it. Hopefully don't lose too much time behind these lapped cars. Should get the BMW here. Hitting the undercut there. A little too tight. Gaining by 8 tenths on the car in front that lap. It'll be close. Come the end of the race. McLaren lets us go generously, which is greatly appreciated. Gaining by a second and a half that lap. Gaining by another second and a half that lap. New personal best as well. See on the Delta just how brave I was through that left-hander last lap. Gained about 4/10 that lap. The gap is only 3 seconds now. Playing it risky there. Nine-tenths that lap. into the corkscrew there. Couple of mistakes that lap, still gained a few tenths. Hopefully don't lose too much time behind this McLaren. They braked really early. Don't know if that was intentional to let me through, wasn't expecting it, but it works. Good thing I was far enough back to have enough time to react to that. Otherwise it could have been a very nasty crash. Gap, 1.5 seconds now. They were using all of the track there over the left-hander. Gap down to a second now. A lot of lapped traffic in front. I want to try and get a little bit closer to the fry before we reach the traffic. As otherwise the traffic could easily split us apart. That is something going on up ahead. Fry's just taking that McLaren right. I have no idea what Fry was trying for there, but can say for certain it did not work out. I don't know if that was just frustration in losing the position to lapped traffic, but yeah, that is... Ooh. That's gonna get you in trouble if the stewards see that. On to generously letting us through. Nearly messing up that left-hander. The Knights just bring it home. Little wobble from the Lamborghini we're about to lap. They also generously move out of the way. Bit lucky there not to get a bad bounce off of the curb.
Slow power.
7.5 minutes left of the race. I've got 8 laps of fuel left. So let's say there's probably not 8 laps left, maybe 7. Bear in mind the leader is halfway round this lap already. As of no concern to us. Bear in mind, I still lost 1/4 of a second on my delta there. That's just how how brave and how precise and committed we were on our fastest lap through that left-hander. I think the tyres are just a little too worn out now, this stage of the race, or of the stint I should really say. to carry the same speed through that corner. Porsche generously getting out of the way. Traffic being very well behaved at the end of this race as we start the penultimate lap. Mistake from the car in front will less by nice and easily. Hey, there we go. Got that left-hander done quite well that lap. Kurt trying to spin off the curb on the left-hander there, long left-hander. It's quite the scar that I don't need to have on the penultimate lap. I can confidently say this McLaren, much like its younger sibling in the original 720, will certainly bite if you push it too much, push it too far. A lot of people struggle and even give up on the McLaren with how edgy it can be to drive, how it's on a bit of a knife's edge, and if you don't treat it right, especially on corner entry and in the braking zones, if you're just not straight enough and turning too much, you can upset it so easily and have it spin round on you. But when you treat it right, it is so nicely balanced. What a joy it's been to drive this race. We'll come home P4.
Alright, check it, fine. Good job. You did the best you could. Now bring the car back.
Which 12 seconds ahead of P3. We could have had it if we didn't have that spin, probably. But to come back to P4 is very good. You also notice there, both P1, P2 have orange coloured boxes. That means they both did the identical fastest lap of the race, which is quite bizarre. Shame there's a 20-second gap between them, but yeah, identical fastest laps is quite rare. Oh, what a fun race. That's a fun race. I was a bit worried once we'd sort of settled down, had a sort of mistake from the car we were fighting, that we were going to find ourselves in no man's land for the race, just struggling to catch a car in front, struggling to catch a car behind. Oh crap, that race, it's already ticked over. Oh dear. I didn't grab the replay from that. Oopsies. I'll have to ask in the server if anyone got it. But yeah, that was a good race. What time is it there? Nearly 9:30. Yeah, we'll finish off with our usual Art of Rally. If the servers are working. So, yeah, I'll get that loaded up. In the meantime, yeah, what a race to end the year on. Boy, it's been mostly good set of races to end the year off. Don't know, say it's been a long year. I can barely even remember the start of it. Obviously, I only started streaming over halfway through by September time. Started with Beam, that was a great stream, doing the scenarios. Then we did some cell course racing. Fortunately, that didn't go too well. We did the odd race then, and now we've done a load of cell courses and a couple of AC races to finish the year off. Most of them have been fun, couple of messy ones, but yeah. Martin Geeky finished off P4. Yeah, P4 in the end is we got a bit lucky with people's mistakes, but we didn't need to be we shouldn't have needed that luck. Really, thanks to our own mistake, of course. But yes, yeah, we were about 12 seconds off P3, so without the spin, it cost us about 20 seconds. Guess I probably would have had that. P3 had a podium, which, yeah, would have been nice, but race might not have been exciting, trying to battle through the pack. Meanwhile, Art of Rally. Final daily event of, well, it's not final one, there'll be another one tomorrow, but no stream tomorrow, so it's the final event on stream. 3.2 miles, Renault 5 Turbo at Norway. This could be a twitchy thing to handle. Let's see how well we team it today. Tidy start so far. Really gelling with the car so far, which is quite odd to say. Oh, that's a deceptive corner. little mistake there. Nearing the end of the stage now. There it is. 157.3. Yeah, Renault 5 is very twitchy. Are the leaderboards going to work? Yes, they are. 17th for the moment. 9 seconds off top time, top 5%, which is a nice way to end out the year. We'll check how we did yesterday. If the leaderboard wants to load. Well, on Thursday there you can see we got top 8. No leaderboard for yesterday apparently. We'll check, see I don't think there's actually any other times. There's that 8th. There's 31st there from Boxing Day. Christmas, I wasn't at home to play. Yeah, the weekly event, we can check a few more of the weekly events. It doesn't look like the leaderboard's going to load for this week, but last week we got 54th. We did that on one of the streams, I can't remember which one. If you check the description of each stream, if you do want to go back and check, I've timestamped all the streams if I've practiced, when qualifying, the races started, and what Art of Rally events I've done. Sorry about that, getting disturbed. But yeah, it'll be in the descriptions. You'll see all of them. I've done the daily event if the servers were working. One of them has the weekly event. So yeah, I can't remember what stream that was on. Sorry, but it'll be one of them if you really want to go check it out. Week before we got 54th as week beginning the 10th. Leaderboard doesn't want to load for those 2 weeks. 57th, top 10% for middle of November. But yes, we'll check the results on those when we come back for streams in the new year. Can hardly believe I'm saying that, in the new year. Something's shaking in my left ear cup. That's not good. Something feels a little... Yeah, that sounds loose, which is very distracting. Yes, new year. I don't know when the first stream in the new year will be. I might have a little break, because I've done a lot of races last couple of weeks up to Christmas and New Year. What I can say is I think there will be a 6-hour race on the 20th of January. We'll do 6 hours solo. Be the longest consecutive driving time I've done on ACC. So that'll be a real challenge. Yeah. Look forward to that. Also looking at doing more regular streams. So far looks like I'll be doing racing series on Mondays and Fridays. So should be streams Mondays and Fridays. Couple from about second week in January, maybe a little bit later. From when series start, but yeah, can't have too much time off. Gotta sort of keep wrists fit. 6 hours is a long challenge, and so go make sure arms are up for it. It'll be a challenge. We'll definitely go through a phase of struggle, but once we get sort of through that phase, hopefully sort of settle down, get comfy for the rest of the race. That'll probably happen about 2-3 hours into the race, so should settle in for the second half. Yeah, hydration. We're racing. That race is at Suzuka, which Has a couple of straights, start finish straight. The run from Spoon to 130R should be all right for hydrating. Um, Pit stops as well, of course, 30 seconds, maybe, hopefully not, but probably get a little extra time with damage repair as well. But yeah, it'll be a difficult race, but it's a challenge I'm looking forward to. I've always really enjoyed the few 4-hour races I've done. The couple of times I've done 4-hour stints and endurance races are always fun. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be it for this year. Thank you all who've tuned in, not only today, this month, the last couple of weeks, but also the previous months from when I started in the streams in September. Thank you all. Yeah, thank you today, Zav, Geeky, Marden, for being here, as well as with Kai Bell jumping in a little earlier. So yeah, thank you all, and of course, if anyone else has been around lurking in chat, thank you as well for watching. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you're celebrating New Year's, have a good celebration. Make sure to take care of yourself. Don't go too silly now. Especially you, Martin. Make sure you're behaving. Um, yeah, and I'll see you in 2024. Thank you, and goodbye.